as Hey guys, so before we get to the video, I wanted to give you a brief synopsis on why my May TBR is so super late. I filmed this video in early June or late May, I don't even remember, but I decided to prioritize my Black Lives Matter video with the support of the movement. So you can find all the links below in every one of my videos, even if they are unrelated to Black Lives Matter's books or authors, etc. And the second reason was because June was one of my busiest months. And that's why I also didn't film and upload as many videos, but I'm gonna change that soon. So stay tuned for more bookish discussions. Let's get on with the video. Also, you can notice the difference. This is future me with a new haircut. Hey guys, and welcome back to bookocraze. I'm Kat, and today I'm gonna share with you my May wrap up, my mini haul, and the books I DNF'd. First, let's get out of the way the physical books I read this month, which are all in Greek, because I was participating in the Crime-Mathon 2020 by bookitocat, erato. The link to her YouTube channel, because she created one, will be down below in the description box. And I'll show you the crime novels that I read. First off, I read Magpie Murders by Anthony Horowitz. The Greek review will be down below. Generally, this was a 4-star read for me. It was very good. I totally recommend it. It was a very interesting read because it combined one novel inside of another novel, because one of the deaths was that of a famous writer. You also need to find out what happened to the novel this author wrote, because the last few pages are missing. The editor assistant, I think, is trying to solve the mystery, what happened to the last few pages, and then she realizes that she also needs to find out what really happened to the author, because he's supposed to have killed himself, but she's not that sure that's what happened. So yeah, very interesting read. It kept you guessing. All the time you were guessing two different murderers, one for the novel and one for the author of the novel. So it was very good. The only thing that distracted me a bit was that a few times there were other documents, just popping up in the text, because the editor was finding new things, new findings, and they would be presented exactly like she found them. Like, for example, she would say, I found this document, and she would start reading it, and we would get the document as well. It made it feel really real, but it also was a bit confusing. So the next novel I'm going to talk about is a purely Greek one. It's The Woman of Istal by Vangelis Giannissis. Unfortunately, I'm not sure there is an English translation available, so I will just speed through the story in my review. I have also written a Greek review, in case you know Greek or you are Greek and you want to read it, down below. This novel is based on a true story of a woman that was found dead in the middle of nowhere, all the way up in Norway. She was found in 1970, and they still haven't realized who she is. The case is still open, it never closed. They never found who did it, if it was really a murder or it was a suicide. The story is a bit complicated. And basically in this book, the author gives us his take on what really happened behind the scenes. It was a very good novel, very well written. It had small chapters which made you think that you were watching a movie, and every chapter was a scene with different characters, different settings. It was very good, very unique experience for me. It was also very intriguing because it was based on a true event, but there were fictional feelings. If this really happened, it would be mind-blowing, and I can't quite say it didn't. There is another physical book that I only got halfway through, which is The Silence of the White City. Again, it's in Greek because it was for Crime-Mathon 2020. I'm not gonna say a lot of things because you will also see this in my June TBR. So these are all the physical books I read this month. And now I'm gonna talk to you about my ebooks. I finished 2 ebooks this month. The first was Illumine by Amy Kaufman and Jay Christoph. What can I say for this read? This was my best read of the month. It was a solid 5-star for me. Its pace was incredible. It was going so fast. If you don't know what Illumine is, it's the very first book in the Illumine files by those authors. It is a science fiction, sci-fi book. It is actually a file. It's like the whole book is a file with lots of interviews, lots of internal communications, intercoms, and the logs of spaceship. It was incredible. And I read it in ebook, but I also want to have a copy in my physical book, so I might buy it because I also want to, actually see it with graphics. It was very nice, very beautiful, a very captivating story. It kept you, anxious, especially towards the end. It was really mind-blowing. I couldn't keep it down. The next book was Claimed by Gods by Eva Chase. This was a reverse harem. It was okay. This was an arc by Ned Galley. You can find the review down below as well. It was an interesting read about a person that died and went to the afterlife as a Valkyrie, and she met Loki and Thor and some other gods of the Norse mythology. So if you're interested in that mythology, you can check that out as well. Also be a little mindful of the genre. It's a bit special. And now let's go to audiobooks I read this month. So I finished Three Dark Crowns by Kendra Blake. I had also started it in physical form because I also have 3 copies of the first book. So I thought I'd try the audiobook because I also subscribe to Script. And this brings us also to my haul this month because I subscribe to Script with the first 2 months free, and if you follow the link below you will also get 2 months free. In Script I also read Illumine, and I found so many audiobooks, so many ebooks that I want to read, and I have wishlisted them all, and in the following months I'm gonna tell you more about the books I will finish. Three Dark Crowns was amazing. I gave it 4.5 stars. Although it was very good, the beginning was a bit slow-paced, and then the ending was too fast-paced. Like, you couldn't absorb everything that happened before something new happened, and there was too much insta-love. So if you don't know what Three Dark Crowns is about, it's basically about a set of triplets in a kingdom. When they become 16, I think, they have to kill each other because the next queen will be among them. It's a very special read. Usually the triplets also have a power. There are 3 main powers available. There are poisoners, there are elementalists, and naturalists. Each triplet is supposed to have one of those powers. It ended in a cliffhanger, so I can't wait to get to the next book almost immediately. I will also do a full book review about Three Dark Crowns because I thought it was a special book. It almost got 5 stars. Now I'm gonna talk to you about the one audiobook I DNF'd, I didn't finish, and this is The Merciful Crow. I reached, I think, 50% or 60% of the audiobook, and while it was okay, at some point it was very interesting, and then it would go back and, nothing would happen, they would talk, and, I didn't really feel like connecting with the characters, with the setting. Basically, it is about birds. Every person represents a bird. So, for example, scholars are owls, and the people that have to kill those that have the plague are crows. And they are believed to have been sinners in their previous life, and in this life they are punished by being crows and having to kill other people because that's their job. So all in all, it's a very interesting setting, but I didn't really feel connected with it or the characters. I felt like there was too much discussion and too much denying of the heroine's feelings, and snippets of action in between. And while it wasn't bad, it's not like I disliked it. I disliked listening to it. I didn't feel like I wanted to listen to it. Usually I put my audiobook on when I have to do some chores or something around the house, but I didn't really feel like, I want to find out what's next, or putting my headphones back on and listening to the audiobook. I'd give it another chance at some other point, but for now, I don't want to. I prefer to just read books that I'm interested in and that keep me intrigued. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you have read this book, what was your opinion on it, and if the rest of the book is more interesting, so perhaps I could give a chance to the following chapters. And finally, I'll share with the Netflix TV shows I completed. The first is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It has 5 or 6 seasons, I think, and I saw them all. 5 solid stars. It was addictive. It was hilarious. I was constantly laughing out loud. Very good flow, very good characters. It also dealt with social issues that are very current right now. Generally, it was an amazing show. I recommend it to everyone. It was amazing. The other show I completed was only 1 season, but I thought I'd throw it in. It's Sweet Magnolias. That one was okay. I think it's 3 stars from me, because after Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where, the pace is fast, they talk fast, it's just quick, I felt like it was too slow. Like it would take them 3 minutes to get out a sentence. So, yeah. But other than that, it was quite addictive. I wanted to see what happens next. So basically, these are what I read, what I listened to, what I watched this month. Tell me in the comments below how many books you read this month, how many shows you watched, how many movies, if you tried different formats, and what was your favorite book this month, because I might give it a try in June. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in another video. Bye!